Everybody, and welcome to Cultivate Farms TV. I thought we could call it that rather than a weekly update. Sounds a bit more interesting. Hope you're doing well. Another exciting week in the world of Cultivate Farms and figuring out how to get you onto your dream farm. This week I want to talk about how to get onto your dream farm in the quickest way possible. George the farmer, and there was maybe a little bit of a pep talk for you aspiring farmers to get you going. So we've been talking to a lot of aspiring farmers, and again we talked to a few this week. Who was it? We're talking to Pete from Melbourne and Brett in Queensland were some examples. And basically the story is everyone we talked to is passionate about becoming a farmer, and the main story we say is, well, the ball's in your court. If you can find a retiring farmer who is willing to back you onto the farm, we can then try and figure out how to get you onto it, i.e. vendor finance, work with them on vendor finance, or getting an investor, or any other way that we can figure out to get you on that farm. But the main thing is, if you find a farm and they're willing to back you onto it, we can help you do it. So that is the number one way for you guys to get on your farm the quickest. So I just want to reiterate that, and we'll keep reiterating it forever. Get excited about that. And I suppose on that topic, it feels like a lot of what we do is around motivational speaking or motivational writing, or trying to pump you up, you as aspiring farmers, to get excited with the possibility of being a farmer. So now we're saying that we're removing that barrier to farming, which is capital. And now that, now you know your dream for farming can be a reality. We want you to treat it like you're an entrepreneur, like you're out there busting to tell everybody and anyone about your dreams to be a farmer, and that you want a farm, you're trying to find a retiring farmer, you're trying to find investors, write a blog, have a social media account pushing this dream of yours. Everyone needs to know that you want to be a farmer so you can make opportunities happen. People will know, people will find out, and people want to offer you opportunities. So for us, it feels like we spend a lot of time trying to get you pumped up and get you to realise the ball is in your court. You need to put in the hard work, you need to put in the time, you need to put in the thought, you need to hassle people to find your farm opportunity. We're going to find them for you as well, but you'll just be in the list. But if you can, of people that we'll put on the farm, but if you can find the farm yourself, we'll back you onto that farm, which is the quickest way. So just want to reiterate, get pumped up you can be a farmer. Landcare, I put a bit of a video up the other day encouraging Landcare to be the people or a go-to group discussing how to transition land between generations, and then that led to a chat with Landcare in Australia, which was really exciting, and we're talking about ideas of how do you get young people back to the bush, and how do you create a bit of a social movement. So hopefully some exciting things come out of that that benefit you guys. The website is being updated, so again we're updating the website to be a bit of a dating website, the Tinder of farm matchmaking. So you'll be able to load your profile saying, this is the type of farmer I am, I want to be, here's my dream farm, and we'll use that to promote to investors and retiring farmers, and you can use that to promote to anyone as well. So that is going to pop up soon. Get thinking about your profile and what you want to talk about yourself, but we'd really love your support as that gets loaded in the next month. We'll keep you updated. George the farmer, we've been talking with Simone, the co-founder of George the Farmer, and hopefully all of you have heard about them. They're, I guess, an educational business where they've created characters, George the Farmer and a number of other farmers who are out there trying to educate kids on what it's like to be a farmer. And so they're inspiring the next generation, which is what we love, and we think we can work really well together in that. They're inspiring the next generation, and we're telling them actually it is a reality that you can be a farmer. So hopefully lots of exciting things coming out of there. There's a blog post you should check out on George the Farmer website that we put together. I also want to encourage you to check out our YouTube channel. So we load up these weekly updates, and we also just put up other little bits of information to get you inspired to be a farmer. So please jump on YouTube channel, just Cultivate Farms, and share it as well with friends and family, and get others inspired and let them know that you want to be a farmer, and show them how it's possible with some of the things we're putting up. I've been invited to talk at the Australian Farm Institute, what is it called? Harvesting the Benefits of Digital Agriculture in Melbourne in June. So if any of you guys are heading along there, you'll be able to hear me talking about the role of technology in agriculture. So I'll be specifically looking at how to use dating technologies to rejuvenate regional communities. I spoke to a guy called Andrew Rawston from a town called Trundle in New South Wales, and you might have heard of them. They're the ones who have their ABBA festival every year. And it's an amazing story of community regeneration, where they've actively got in there and said, we want to bring people back to our town and make it thriving. And that's exactly what we want with Cultivate Farms. And we had a great chat the other day. And now we're thinking about how do we work together to really attract heaps of people back to the bush and back to Trundle specifically. And I love this idea. We use this as a bit of a template of how towns can be creative, i.e. how do you get four farmers who are neighbours to divide up some land and provide that as equity to a new farming family. Provide a couple 100 acres, 300 acres, and attract a new family. And they still own the land, but they're supporting a new family. So we're just catching up, trying to think of those ideas, and we'd love to talk to any other community groups and anyone in a community looking to get young people back. Had an interview on Country Hour the other day, which was brilliant, and I've always listened to Country Hour, so it was nice to finally be on there. And my mum and dad listen to it, and they finally understand what we're doing with Cultivate Farms. So that's a big step. I always talk about mum and dad as sparking the journey of Cultivate Farms in me, in that they weren't going to give me the farm, so I had to find another way to become a farmer, and that's where the idea of Cultivate Farms came from, that unless I was going to inherit it, I wasn't going to be a farmer. So how do we eliminate that barrier, which is either you have to have been born on the farm or have lots of money? And so thanks, mum and dad, for your inspiration. And next week, heading to Melbourne, lots of meetings with investors, with advisors, with lawyer. We're talking to vertical farmers, so that indoor farming technology, restaurant owners, and even with people who are growing sheep in conjunction with endangered native animals. So there are just lots of things happening, lots of partnerships being set up, lots of excitement. But the main thing is that I want to encourage is for you aspiring farmers, get out there and find a retiring farmer or farmers who are willing to put you on the farm. That's the quickest way to get you on the farm. We can find you investors and get going. So that's it. I won't keep you here for too long. Thanks again for tuning in. Please get in touch if you've got any questions. Love to hear from you. Love hearing your stories as well. Thanks very much, and we'll speak soon.